Hello and welcome to the first live stream on Dexterity Box where I actually used some sort of software. We're going to have to play it by ear today, guys, because never actually done anything remotely like this before in this regard. So we're just going to give it a good go and see how it goes. I'm actually going to fiddle with my software a second so I can see all of you guys in the chat properly, because currently my live chat is being an arse, but we will figure this out. I'm so used to streaming on the PS4, I thought this time when I brought it back, we'd do it a little bit fancier. We'd go for sort of an actual streaming setup, make it look half decent. Let's just shrink this. This might make life a little bit easier. Shrink this here. And then make this bigger. See, I'm getting all technical on you now, guys, but we'll figure it out. It's all good. It's all good. Because I knew I'd have to fiddle this about. I thought YouTube would let me get my live chat up as I did all of this. But as you can see, there's some Sheffield Wednesday related stuff going on, so ignore my babbling at the start of this first screen while I get all the settings absolutely perfect. We are going to do some Wednesday related stuff, which is decent. Okay, cool. So, have we got it yet? Is it up? Right, right, I'm going to start swearing in a second. So, yes, we've got it going. Cool. Let's just see if my chat box is working. Hello. That is so standard. We'll give it a go. Because it should. I've not been able to test this because live and stuff. But it should come up. We should be able to get something up. Yes, there's a hella. There we go. We've done it. It's all good. It's all good. It works. That's all I cared about. Now, let's get in to what I am doing on this video. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? I am going to take Wednesday on Football Manager as far as I possibly can during a couple of these live streams. This is what we're going to do. These live streams won't always be the Wednesday career mode, but for a little while, it will be that. It's my way of sort of bringing back some sort of content. Just going to give it a little bit of a go. You guys love the FIFA stuff. FIFA is absolutely awful this year, as I'm sure many of you will agree on that, basically. So we're going to go into one of my loves, which is Football Manager. As you can see, the background of Wednesday here. Hello, Jid and Mark. I'm very well, thank you. Obviously, getting all technical with this streaming setup, so you guys let me know if the audio's okay and everything like that, because I've not actually been able to test it live, because you'd have all seen me. So we've just give it a go. Right. So we've got, everybody knows about Wednesday on this channel pretty much. This is the standard team we get to start things. I think we can improve on that, but the sad thing is the financial difficulties are an actual truth within this game, so we have to fit within that. And these are the responsibilities that Chansiri wants us to stick to throughout this career. Play attacking football, which is good. I can do that. Work within a wage budget. There's pretty much no wage budget, if I remember rightly, because I've done my own personal career on this as well. Top half of the championship. Maybe we can do a little bit better. Maybe we'll get relegated. We'll see. Fourth round of the FA Cup. Third round of the League Cup, and then we've got work towards the Championship playoffs next season. Okay, we can do that. So end of the 2021 season, reach the Championship playoffs. So even though my contract expires next year, they've given me the future plans, which is something that I think we can do. We can definitely work with that. Let's go and let it just, I don't need these, thanks, but whatever. I don't actually know how to skip them. Okay. Yeah, ultimate difficulty can be a little bit different on FIFA. I actually stopped playing Korea because it was so broken. And I also played just for Ultimate Team, which is exactly what they want you to do. They want you to just play Ultimate Team, which is quite sad. But you know, that's all we can do, really. Let's have a look at this one. That is not today's. Let's save this as new. So let's just call this Stream Career, because I'm just setting this up now with you guys to give it a go. So, yeah, FIFA 20, it's just broken. I've actually got Salah in my ultimate team now. I've got a decent little ultimate team going on, but I've put it down. I bought Football Manager over Christmas, and it was just so much better. I've really enjoyed getting into this, and I think going off what you guys have said on the channel in the comments and stuff as well, especially that video I made on FIFA 20 and how broken it was, a lot of you did seem to agree with that. Yeah, we've just gone through all of that. Ignore all of this. Who's injured? Liam Palmer's reported back injured. Come on, lads, sort it out. Transfer windows, we won't be doing much of that. They want to make Sam Hutchinson captain. Not with the formation I'm playing this season, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, you can apply that. Oh, I've got to set all my tactics up. God, right, first of all, I'm going to do... I know how to do this. First of all, I'm going to... I like to control possession. It's attacking football, but I like to control possession. And with this Wednesday side, the best way to do it... Yeah, I'm going to play with an attacking midfield, even though it's not the strongest thing for Forestieri to drop into that attacking midfielder role. I think it's something that we're definitely going to give a go. And yeah, Mark, I can see Cavani going to Chelsea as well. Like, they need that sort of quality up front. They've got Tammy Abraham, but he's obviously still developing, and then you could see him... Would he want to go to Man United with the Rashford injury? That could be a possibility, I guess. Oh, yeah, we've got Fletcher on this. I'm so used to my version. So we're going to put Fletcher up front. Jacob Murphy, I actually really like on this game. So he's going to go on the right. Kadeem Harris on the left as the inverted winger. In the middle here, I'm going to put Forestieri there because I'm going to use Reach as an impact sub, and also he fits into the career a little bit later on. Let's put Barry Bannon there. And, yeah, I guess we can go with Luongo. Then left back, Morgan Fox. Should I go with Morgan Fox? We'll go with Morgan Fox just because we can. It is good to keep Palmer around, though, because he's one of those homegrown players through the club. Oh, he's injured anyway, yeah. He's one of them homegrown players through the club, so he's good to have on. Obviously, Bourne is going to go as one of the centre-backs. And I actually like to put Iorfa on over everybody else. I know he's actually a centre-back that we use in real life as well, but it is cool to have him in the game, because if we can get a little partnership formed between him and Borna, that'd be half decent. Right back, I'm going to go for Adebayo now. I probably will put Palmer in that role going forward. And then obviously for me, it still is. This is a big debate on the Wednesday front, but for me, it's got to still be Kieran Westwood in net, because he works for it, doesn't he? He deserves it, in my opinion. So we've set all that up, and we've got to pick the subs now. There is quite a big wage budget in this club that we need to sort out. So if we look at transfers, we got nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can't actually... Hang on. Right. This is going to be an issue for my head. But here, I'll read you what it says, because my face is in the way. It's a transfer budget of 0, and the wage budget is £1,230 a week. That's what we have remaining. So we're not doing the best on wage budget. Oh, Jid, I've not actually seen Slipknot. It's one of the bands that I've actually wanted to see. So you actually saw Slipknot? Oh, cool. Have you not been to the Wednesday ground then before? Because it's definitely... Hillsborough's definitely a place to visit. Wednesday QPR... I honestly, after the Blackburn result, I have no idea. If QPR show up, they could turn us over, but I'd expect a response from us from last time, so I'd hope that we'd carry on a cup run. It'd at least give us a little bit of feel good. So I would say if we're going to win it, we'll possibly smash them, because there's the anger from the last result against Blackburn. We've got to come after that quite strong and give it a good go. Hi Ben, how you doing, mate? So let's have a look at the squad on a whole. As you can see, there's quite a bit of potential in this, but there is an aging squad element to it. So Forestier is kind of at peak front for his career. We've got Fletcher up front, who's probably going to get a season out of him, if that. And then we've got some youth in Iorfa and like Adebayo and Luongo. I always forget Luongo's like mid-20s. I always think he's a bit older than that for some reason. But then the unused players, Van Aken is currently out on loan, but he is worth, if he has a good loan spell, we might have a look at bringing him back in as a solid option. Penny has obviously got ridiculous potential, probably one of the best in our team, as well as Thornley. So I'm not going to get rid of Thornley like we just did in real life for some reason. Nui is a good lug to put on. Winnell might be he actually fits in that role that Fletcher's going in on this game quite well as well, so that might work. Do I sell Jordan Rhodes? Do I sell Jordan Rhodes? Yes, I'm going to sell Jordan Rhodes. Just transfer list him. Because I need to sell him. Right, must respond. I accept the current vision. I will do that. Right. Let's keep... Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll control the training as well, actually. Because I want to play attacking football, so we definitely need to get a grip on the control of the training, even. All these youth players and stuff. I'm not going to bore us with that just now. Expect this Football Manager career to be... I usually do quite quick edits of games and stuff like that, but with this, it's just more of a chill while I have a chat with you and I sit and play Football Manager. It's basically a good way of me getting to play Football Manager and not feel bad about it because I'm talking with all you guys and not spending too much time on my own playing Football Manager. So there we go. Yes, Jake, we are indeed, mate. That is what we are. I just wish we weren't sometimes because, oh, what is this club? I've had it all my life. So, contrasting personalities throughout the club, all that stuff's going on. Barry Bannon, I want to make him captain. Who's current captain? Oh, I'll decide later on. Right, training. We're on pre-season at the minute, so we're just going to go with all the physicality training, actually. That works nicely. No rest days, mate. Want some technical work going on the Sunday. I'm coming in, I'm making my mark. Get the goalkeepers doing some shot stopping, why not? Right. Code of conduct. Oh yeah, Tom Lees is the captain, isn't he? I need to talk. I'll be removing you as captain. Sorry, Tom. I'm going to give Bannon the captaincy just because I am. How do you do it? Do I just have to go back on that email, make life a little bit easier? This is annoying. I've been playing this game for a good couple of months and I still can't remember where everything is. Captains, there we go. Cool. Yes, we do, Nicola. And Jake, yes, my hair has changed a little bit. I used to have a quiff and I've grown it out and just I'm doing whatever I feel at the minute with the hair. That's a good prediction for QPR as well, that 4-3 prediction there. I mean, we could smash it, but we've also got a leaky defence at the minute. I'd say 2-1's a little bit more realistic if we tighten up. I'd personally go, if we're going to win it, I think we could win it 2-0 because they'd want to make a point. But we could easily lose it scrappy 1-0 and be like, oh, well, that was a waste of time. So I'm actually going to make Barry Bannon the main captain. And let's make... Let's make Sam Hutchinson the vice captain. Yeah, that works. Confirm the code of conduct. I don't think we need a new manager, personally. I think Gary Monk's doing a lot. I think the players have to hold a lot of responsibility for the current form. The fact that there seems to be not enough bottle in certain situations. I think Monk hasn't had anything, really. He's had to come in and motivate players that have been sort of flagging since Carlos left. And I think he's going to have my full support anyway. Obviously, every fan's going to think differently, but he needs time and he needs some backing because he's come in the worst possible situation. We could be getting a fine from the EFL. It could all be going down. It's not the best at the second. But football can change. I'll be honest, my thoughts about Wednesday currently are quite bleak. I'm not absolutely thrilled about it. Right, let's have a look here. So, yeah, it's just all the pre-season crap. Poor atmosphere. What's wrong with them? I'm going to say hello to the squad. Hello, I am the manager. I think we can finish in the top half, which means I think we can get promoted, but the players will have a go if I say that. Cool. I'll just be very passionate in my speech, and then I'll bollock them in the dressing room when stuff goes wrong. Let's have a look. I've done that, right? I've literally just done that, mate. Take induction. I don't need this. Go away. Can I skip the induction? Oh, for God's sake, I've done it. Go away. Must respond to what? Yes, yes, yes. I did it. Oh, okay. My eye just twitched. All fun. Right, okay. So I've pissed a couple of them off. All the rest were meh. Doesn't really matter, it's the code of conduct. Who do I think we need to sign, Leighton? Who I think we need and what I think we'll get are two very different things. We need someone like Carlin Grant. We need someone who can put away the chances, because the amount of chances we create, Fletcher's been great, but we haven't even got him at the minute. Fletcher's conversion rate hasn't been up there. We need somebody who can put away chances. And yes, I think we might get Wickham if we decide to pay his wages, but we definitely need to be looking at getting someone like that in just to fill the gap we've currently got. Set up individual training for youth squads. They can do all that. I can't be arsed with all that. Do I have to take the induction again? No, cool, wonderful. Okay, so we're apparently not in trouble, but we've got no money, so that's great. Right, let's go and talk to the press. What are my initial thoughts? Well, I had nothing better to do. Let's be very passionate. I'm proud. I cannot stop smiling. You've taken the step into football managing despite just being 24 years of age. I know, right? I am ambitious. Critics have suggested that you will struggle to command respect in a dressing room that contains players older than you. Well, what do you say to that? I say I will slap them with a wet fish. What was it about this job that appealed? Well, I really like making my life miserable, so I went from being a Wednesday fan to being a Wednesday manager, because that's kind of the natural step. Attractive football. Oh my god, how long is this going to go on? Does this squad have the necessary quality for you to achieve your targets? I'm going to be very calm with this one. What role can the supporters play in moving? No. Should I be like Alan was and say they're all... Was it cretins he used? I can't remember. That was a horrific time as a Wednesday fan. How far can you take this club? Possibly to relegation if we're really lucky. Because this is live and anything could happen. Right. Do you know having to read all of this really quickly is quite interesting on the eyes, especially at this time. And is anyone noticing the coldness of the night and the morning when I have to get up for work? I'm freezing and then I'm getting home and my actual brain is melting. And then I decide to come and live stream, but we'll do that. I'll jump back in the chat. I've realised I've been out of that for a little while. So Fletcher's out for 8 to 10 weeks, which could be an absolute nightmare, Leighton. Oh yeah, Nicola, thank you for actually commenting that as well. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves in this chat as well. My chat's a little bit slow because I'm using the old YouTube studio. I need to sort out the new one, but I don't really understand it yet because I never used it. So I've got to figure out all of that. The scouting introduction, just find players, please. I don't really need anything. Yes, he can go. Just pay his wages and get him off the wage bill. We currently have no assistant manager. Oh dear. Well, that's not good, is it? Let's have a look. Do we poach another assistant manager? I need somebody that's decent. So he's not great, John Carver. I've used him before, actually. I'm going to go for Derek because he's 67, so he's a bit older than me, but we're going to go for Derek at Oxford. I will give you a little bit less than that. There you go. Goodbye. Where is Westwood? In the game or in real life? Because in the game, he's in net. In real life, I think he's out of the plans. I'd like to see him come back in because I still think we need his leadership at the back. I really do think we need that. We currently have... So we've not got an assistant manager. We need a new goalkeeping coach. Fair enough. Let's have a look. Oh, that's decent, that Dave guy. Right, so we're going to go for Dave. Good old Dave. He's going to be someone we approach to sign to bring in. We need to improve that goalkeeping back line. Okay, I'll pay you what you want. Let's look at... I don't want a director of football. We got no scout. Well, I will place an advertisement for a scout then. I don't want to give him the money. Staff. I just want to place an advert. I forgot how to do it. Staff search. That's the one, isn't it? And then recruitment team. Where's the advert? Place advert. Cool. Scouting. Scout. Wonderful. Back into there. Go help all our coaches on different because they can get different licenses and stuff. I've actually gone as a professional footballer and things like that in this Football Manager career. We are actually going to give that a go, try and be a professional footballer, because I want a bit of respect from the players before we go in, even though obviously I'm not a professional footballer. I'm sat in a room. Let's have a look. Let's just keep going, because otherwise we're not actually going to get to much of the season in this first. That's the thing on these games. There's so much setup when you're looking at staff, but we are trying to do a proper road to glory here, so we're trying to make sure that we get a solid foundation to give it a proper go. Bruno. Indeed. Is that Indeedy? No, it's just Indeed. Indy? Oh god, the crap name pronunciation is going to happen in this as well. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to bring him in, though, are we? So we should be looking... Right! Player suggestions! We might be able to make a loan or two. any suggestions in the comments. We can have a look as we go along. That's the great thing about this being live. Please be realistic. I've got no budget. No budget. Oh, fair enough, Jack. Cool. I won't remember that next stream. But thanks for being here. Right. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at Valencia, Leighton. Where is he? Maybe I have to put the full name in because it's not coming up. I can't find him. Sorry. Campbell from Stoke. We can have a look. It's got a B in it, hasn't it? I'm actually clearly using the full capacity of my brain. Is it Fraser Campbell who's at Huddersfield? Or is it the under-23s Campbell? Because that one's at Stoke. We can scout him anyway. Oh, Leighton, you're on about Venatio. Yeah, I don't know if I've got that league in here anymore because I've only loaded about 7 leagues. Well, not 7 leagues. I've got about 18 leagues, but 7 countries. So I've not loaded everything because otherwise we'd be waiting on ages for load time. So I've only got the major divisions and all of the English leagues and things like that. So we're gonna scout Tyrese Campbell. I'm also going to put out just a general sort of player search. Let's have a look who's interested in a loan in general. Matty Longstaff, apparently, would be a great shout if we could bring him in on loan. We've got this let's just scout them all. Let's bring them in, bring some scout reports in. They're all worth a lot of money, apparently. So if we can bring them in on loan, Aaron Connolly would be a decent shout. Ryan Brewster, who's currently at Swansea. He might do well for them, to be fair. It'd be interesting to see how he does kicking on now. Lansbury, we don't really need him, but let's have a look at what he's sort of worth. We could... Pookie. I'm not going to be able to get Pookie, I don't think. But let's have a look at Aarons, actually. That's a decent shout, Rolando Aarons. I'd love Max Aarons, to be fair. Aarons might be a decent shout if we can... Oh, he's currently at Wickham on this, isn't he? Because he's not come back off loan like he has in real life. It's been recalled in real life. Did I just see Pantilimon can be loaned? He has fallen. How the mighty have fallen. Who could we bring in? Is there any names that I recognise that might be decent? None that are massively sticking out. Oh, all of these are worth a fortune up here. I don't think any of them want to actually come here on loan. Let's have a look at this James Garden now. We do really need a striker on loan, so that would be a better way to do it. Did you just say Billy Sharp in one of my streams? I'll pretend you didn't, Jack. I'll pretend that didn't happen. Right. Sam Baldock. Reading. I can't imagine he's much better than what we've got, but let's have a look what he's like on Football Manager. I don't know. I've never scouted these players. We'll just have to wait and see. See if they come back decent. Right, let's carry on with this a little bit, get into it. Yeah, Devil's Eye, I was saying a little bit earlier, the Blackburn game was an absolute shambles. I can't believe that we went for it. I can't believe that we bottled it in such a fashion. It should have never been a red card, but it was awful. We have now got an assistant manager, 67-year-old assistant manager. which is good, I hope. I've never heard of him, so we'll have to give it a good go. Hopefully he does well with us. Recommend me a signing, my friend, and make them decent. I'm quite excited now. I'm delighted to welcome Derek. Welcome, Derek. I've just seen back through the chat a little bit that is it Huggill? Hudgill? Hudgill. It's not Hughill. Mate, I'm tired, you can tell. So, Hudgill, not Hughill. We'll scout him. A goalkeeping coach. Awesome. That's what we needed. Keep scouting him. Right, we've got some players coming in now. And Jorin, he could be one of the ones that we keep an eye on because he's currently League 1 level. We don't really want him. Free transfer in Crititig. I'm so great at this. Right, let's just have a look at all these free transfers because they're free. And if we can bring some frees in, that would be very helpful. Would he be even interested in a loan? I don't think he's any better than what we've got, but I'll acknowledge it. Okay. I'll add him to the shortlist in case we need a fullback, but he's one of the ones that came back. Centre-back at Norwich. Good. I will need a centre-back in the future. Worrell was one of the ones that came back as well. Add him to the shortlist. Let's have a look at some more of your suggestions. So, Diakaby, is it? Right, guys, just so you know, I'm going to butcher names here. I'd just call him Adamer if we got him. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at... Didn't Woodburn play for the... No, maybe not. Let's have a look at Ben Woodburn. Oh, no, he did. I thought I recognised that name from somewhere. Wickham. I don't know how good Connor Wickham actually is on this game. Cat and Mole is another one. And Glenn Murray will whack him on as well. Why not? I think these last couple are a bit old though. Jesus Christ. 35? Right. Oh, Wilfred Bonny, yeah, that rumour's been going around for a little while. I've heard about it before. If that actually happens, I don't know how I feel because he's just injury prone and he's been known to not give it his all in certain situations. So it might not be the best plan to bring him in, but I don't know. We'd have to see what happened on that one. Right. Cool, so we got a new goalkeeping coach in. We're doing alright with the training. I don't think we could get Ryan Kent, to be honest, because he's actually just signed for Rangers, hasn't he? Yeah, he's just signed for Rangers. There's no way we'd be able to bring him on loan. That's kind of more of a fee for signing that you could make that happen. Let's scout Dwight Gale because he might be available depending on if he actually starts. Twanzebe. Let's have a look at him too. Let's actually just have a look at Man United because they've obviously got talent to loan out usually. If we add their under-23 squad. I mean, there's Gomez. What's the scout report on him? Can we loan him? Okay, so they won't let him leave yet. When they add him, I'll add him to the shortlist because he could be a great option for us in that role. Who else? Chong? Maybe? Scout him? Let's have a look at Chelsea. They often hoard all the players. I don't know who from Chelsea, to be fair. I don't know who their young talent currently is that isn't like going to cost ridiculous sort of money. Whew. Yeah, okay, I'm leaving Chelsea alone. Callum Wilson wouldn't be a realistic signing, unfortunately. This isn't FIFA in the same way that you can actually make signings that wouldn't happen. You have to make signings that are viable, that could happen, because I've got no money. So we've got to be clever about it, unfortunately. I know about the squad. Let's have a look at... I tell you what, I know what we didn't do. We didn't actually have a look at free transfers. So we didn't put a search out just for free transfers. So expired. Darren Fletcher. Wow. There's a lot of players on here. Let's have a look if I recognise many. Kenwyn Jones, anyone? Remember the days? Who else? Ledley. Let's have a look at Ledley, why not? Just looking by international caps at the minute, because there might be some gems in here hidden away. Nothing that I'm seeing at the minute. I'll leave it to my scouting team. Right, let's go. Oh my god, it moves so slowly in pre-season. Homegrown players, still got to keep them around. Sold 12,862 season tickets for the upcoming season. I didn't make the bid. Guys, come on. I can see some ridiculous suggestions in there. I love the comments coming, but we're not going to sign the likes of players that are starting in the Premier League. As much as I'd like us to, we're not going to sign them yet. We're going to have to work a little bit harder for that. Go and have a look in the Bundesliga too. Why not? The Bundesliga. Right. Okay. 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 Okay, okay, okay. Actually, I need to look at the training schedule. So, if I go to the training and see what the coaches are doing what, I've actually got my training session as I'm an attacker. I've got an attacking sort of vibe to me as a coach, so we'll definitely sort that out. So at the minute, I'm doing tactical attacking. And I'm on technical as well, right. And then we've got Neil Thompson, the under-23s manager. What's my if he takes on the technical, I'll do the tactical. And then we need... Who's that? We've got Beatty in. Has he actually come in yet? I heard rumours. Let's have a look at our new goalkeeping coach. So he's doing both goalkeeping, which is good. Nicky Weaver's still manning that as well. Nicky Weaver's only doing one thing. Get working, man. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That works. Poulsen. Oh, God, I haven't looked at Poulsen since FIFA. He's going to be a fortune. 16.25 million. We'll scout him just for fun. Right, let's carry on into this a little bit more, get a little bit further. I'm hoping nothing massive comes in because I want to get going. We'll delay decisions on all the contracts, not worry about any of those. Let them just go till the end of the season. Same with the staff. Yeah, and just keep going. So these are the players on loan. Penny's got potential. Van Aken's got potential as well. Connor Kirby might not have an amazing potential. Jack Stubbs is probably going to be off, to be honest. His potential's not there for the squad that we want to be dealing with. Friendly invitations. We're not... Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of pre-season matches in there as well. Kieran Lee's picked up a knock. He's going to have to work that off. Juice Van Aken, as I was saying about potential, he's just out for 3 to 4 months. Torn his ankle, of course he has. Okay, so Manquillo from Newcastle will acknowledge him. Discard that. Discard that. There's a lot of weird players that come through here. I don't want to approach to sign him. Press the wrong button. I meant to press scout him. Thank you. Add him to the shortlist and keep scouting him if he's got that much potential. Scout players. Let's just scout all these frees because we could do with bringing some options in. Oh, Fulkia, who we could have brought in, has joined Derby on loan. They've agreed to sign him. We don't really need fullbacks at the minute, so I'm not too distraught about that. We've sent Preston out on loan ourselves. Right, scout reports coming back in. Tyrese Campbell. Yes, he would be one to bring in. That is a good shout. He's only on a Sky Bet League 1 level, so he's only on a League 1 level at the minute, but he could be one for the future. Put him on the shortlist. We'll acknowledge it for now. Longstaff. Decent. Sky Championship level, which is what we want. Could be a potential Premier League player. So if we got him firing, and he's only on £750 a week. Right, I'm going to go in for him right now, because he would be a great signing. A great signing to bring in if we could keep him fit. And he's only young, so let's bring him in, pay his wages, see how he does with a loan spell with us. Let's have a look. So, going back to some of the other players. Rico, attacking fullback. Don't need an attacking fullback at the minute. I don't know why I put it out. He's obviously gone now, so he can go from the shortlist. Connolly would be another one. Let's see if we can bring him in on a loan deal. You want £130,000 a week on top. I'll give you 100, and that's harsh. Lansbury, same sort of situation. They want him off the wages, but if we can bring in Longstaff, that's sorted anyway. Right. I'll have a look at another one of yours. I just saw Jared Brown, so let's have a look there. Brown. I can't find him, but you know what we can bring on from that? I will look at Izzy Brown, see if he's if he's decent on this. If we can get him on loan instead in the future. Why are you wanting that much money? I mean, fine. I will. You want 130 grand a week? I'll do it, actually, just to bring him in, because we need another option up there, so fine. We ain't got any money this season. Let's praise Sam Hutchinson for being really good in his training sessions and criticise Kieran, what are you doing? I'm very disappointed in you. Do better. Yeah, I couldn't find him. I looked at Brown. Let's have a look. You said from Hull. I'll tell you what, just to show that I care about the chat and I'm having a look, let's have a look at Hull and see if he's there. He is not. He is not there, from what I can see when I was scanning that then. That's okay. We've got plenty of options in the fire at the minute. Plenty of irons in the fire even. Longstaff's offer has been accepted, so hopefully he decides to come and join us. That would be a good signing for us. We're getting to know that formation a little bit better now. I want positive, though. I want a positive attitude in every game. I'm not signing... Are you a Blade? I mean, that's fine if you are, but the suggestions, Leighton, that you've been coming up with are very Bladey. Very Bladey. Okay. Offer Rice out for loan. Sure. Isaac Rice has got a wonder kid potential. Well, not for wonder kid, but he's got close to wonder kid potential on here. We're coming up to one of our first matches where I can stand on the side. Medine might be a free transfer, but just for the sheer traitorness. Great English there, but he's not joining us. Lots of people have come in for the scout job. I like the look of this Steve. Yes, Steve. That's decent. Let's continue the advert for now, though. See if anyone better comes in. I'm not putting reach in yet, but I will. I need to sort my bench out. So, on the bench, we're going with Cameron Dawson. And then Thornley. Kieran Lee. Going to put Nuiu on there because he's a good option to have. I know he's like Marmite with our fan base. Pelopessi. We're going to whack Reach on there, obviously. Sam Winnell. I'm not going to put Rhodes in here because I need to sell him. I need to get him off the wage bill. I'll tell you what, I'll just put all these players in. Not putting Bates in. I'm not even going to use him. No, there's literally no transfer budget. We've got no transfer budget until we do something this season. So we need... This is basically seeing how well I can coach this side and see if we can get some money next season. Nikita would be a good shout, though. I'll have a look. Right, okay. This is where I tell them that I'm adapting a positive mentality. They all get mad at me. Okay, cool. Opposition instructions. Always just mark their player up there. Going hard on the tackles. You've got to press the wingers, obviously. So you want to make sure that you're trying to put the wingers on the weaker foots. We haven't really got any stats on them, so I can't do much more than that. But also press the attacking midfielder there. I can't do much more than that without knowing anything about the squad. It's only a friendly anyway, but we'll go in there. Luongo! Why? Why, man? Why? Why are you out for that long? You are literally in the middle of the team. I really hope Longstaff comes in now. We need him. Pelopessi is going to have to go in there instead for now. Bates, do you want to come and sit on the bench, mate? Let's actually open up my squad to the under-23s as well. Just to see who we've got in there. No one good enough yet. No, it's all good. Right. I'm going to have a look at Nikita now. I can't spell it. Oh, apparently I can better than I can. He's apparently still at loan at Leeds, but he's not though, is he? It's because they've not updated Football Manager recently. There should be some sort of January update, you'd think, but there hasn't been. Well, not on my Football Manager anyway. Onema's on loan somewhere as well, isn't he? I do believe that's the situation. I can have a look though. Onema. Yeah, he's at Fulham now. They're not going to loan him. We'll scout him just in case, but they're not going to loan him. I don't want to go. My scout can go to the England trial day. Right. Okay, just a habit I always save just every so often, just in case everything crashes, which it could do. So I'm checking the chat. We got some player suggestions in there. I've looked at most of these, the ones that are realistic anyway, guys. So thank you. Feel free to keep chatting. We can talk about football. We can talk about anything, really. That's the whole point of doing these streams. I realised that for quite a long time I had my videos, but I didn't have any way of interacting with you guys. So I thought if I'm streaming something, we've got kind of a career mode and a chat in one. And also, these will be going up on YouTube after. So if you want to watch them in full, they'll also be archived, so you can watch these as a career mode in that respect as well. But it's obviously always good to be in the chat if you can, guys. And if you are somehow watching this and you found it from somewhere else, please subscribe. Every subscribe helps to the channel, and like the video is massive for the channel, especially when you're a tiny little channel trying to be like, hello, I know I've not got money from YouTube like a lot of people have, and I know I've not got the followers, but we're doing it for the fun, boys. It's all for the fun. Right, team talk, passionate, there's chances to be in my team. Now join it, go and beat Waslad Brethren. We can do it, I believe. Right, so Fletcher plays a very slow ball out to Harris. What speed is this on? This is not on my speed. You can tell I've started a new career, so we want a little bit of... Oh, it is. Why is it going so slow then? I don't understand. We'll see. No, that's going too slow. I don't actually want to watch it in real time, boys. Extend height. Oh, okay. Okay, that's better. And Stephen Fletcher gets the first goal for us within the first minute. That is not a bad shout there. Forestieri passes it to Bannon. Bannon to Harris. Harris cuts it out to Fox. Fox whips it back to Harris, and Harris basically just gets it to the defender, and then the rebound goes straight to Fletcher. And Fletcher puts it in the corner there for 1-0. Oh, God! Pelopessi's picked up a knock. I've literally just put him in the side so we can replace Luonga, who's picked up a knock and is out for 4 weeks, and Pelopessi's gone down. Why? Why is this happening? I don't know what the pass is going on it. Come on, Fox. Cut in, lad. Cut in. Does a whipped cross. Adebayo picks it up on the right. Can he get the ball in? Oh, Fletcher's at it again. What a little cross from Adebayo that is. Onto Fletcher's head. He makes it too. Decent bit of play there. Comes down. Just whacks that cross in. Picks Fletcher out. This is why we need Fletcher back in the real side. People are saying, someone's saying my mic isn't on or working. Make sure that the stream's not muted, because I'm getting levels. So apparently, oh, we've conceded, boys. We've conceded. It's from a set piece as well. That's sloppy. That is sloppy. You're not picking up the man there. That's poor. I'm going to shout and demand more. We've got to demand more from that. Right. Got to be doing better than that. Can everybody else hear me, right? I know I've been chatting to you guys for about an hour, so I assume the mic levels are okay. But I know that it can automatically mute the chat sometimes, so I assume everyone can hear me. I've got levels, so I think it's all right. Hi, Lucas. How you doing? Need to do better than this. Can't be picking up stupid... Well, we can't be making stupid errors like that and conceding from a set piece, especially against lesser opposition. I know it's only the first match. We're probably going to change the side drastically in the second half as well, just to get some match fitness going. Pelopessi's back on it. I'm hoping he can work through this knock, and Harris smashes in a third for Wednesday, absolutely dominating him. It is pre-season though, this doesn't really mean much, but Adebayo gets it to Pelopessi, who has got that knock, but he chips it across. Their defending is absolutely shocking. You don't head it there, especially when Harris is lurking there and gets the third for Wednesday. We are dominating him, as you would expect in pre-season. That is exactly what we want. I'm probably going to take players off fairly soon. We might do some changes at half-time. It gets it working like that, so that will be decent. If we can actually play like a second string side in the second half. Adebayo to Pelopessi to Fletcher. Can't get his hat-trick just yet. Are we going to go to half-time? How bad is that? See, Pelopessi's playing through that injury, which tells me it's not as bad as it could be. 11 shots on target. 11 shots, 4 on target. 3-1 at half-time. That is not bad whatsoever. Assertive. Don't get complacent, boys. Don't get complacent. I don't know who these people are, but we're doing all right. Let's make a couple of subs. So, Pelopessi, I'm not going to risk you for the rest of the match. We're going to bring Adam Reach on in that position. It's not his best position, which is why I didn't want to do it, but we'll do it. Mayer gets it across to Desmet. He is the guy that has already punished us. We've got to be closing him down, but he was offside there. Yeah, Tetty from Norwich would be someone I could look at. Mention it again when we're out of this match and I can actually go and look at players. The start of this second half has been fairly quiet, to be fair. Excuse me for dying on the mic, but yeah, we need to step it up. So guess what? This is my favourite shout on Football Manager. If you play Football Manager, you know this shout. You just demand more. I am very demanding. I'll just keep demanding more, and we'll go with it. Natep. Why does Natep ring a bell? Did we... Well, Harris just scores an absolute worldie again, but... Why does Natep... Did I sign Natep on a FIFA career mode back in the day? Because it rings a bell. Actually, Harris's wasn't a worldie. It's the cross that did out all of that. Harris just taps it in. It's 2 for Fletcher, 2 for Harris now. Job is definitely being done here. This is what we wanted from this match. Bannon hits the wall with a free kick. Could have done a lot better there. Come on, boys. Come on. We want 5. We want 5. It was. Oh, you've been watching way back then. That's awesome, that. But yeah, we've definitely... I remember that, because FIFA 17, God, that was so long ago now, but that was the first thing I ever did, was it, on YouTube? And then I had a break for ages and was away for a very long time. So Natep was definitely a player we used for quite a bit. I'm going to make... I've got some uninterested players here. This is not acceptable. I'm going to put the big man on up front. I'm going to put Kieran Lee on for Bannon. We're going to put... We're actually going to... Oh, can Winnell not play on the wing since there's been an update? Because I had him down that he could play a wing role. That's quite annoying, actually. That's annoyed me. It's all defensive. We've got no creative options at all in the midfield to bring on. That's quite annoying. But we're comfortably winning this. We just need to hope we don't pick up any injuries. Coming in from the corner with Harris. Nuiu with his first touch. Ati Nuiu comes on and first touch gets a goal. That's what that man does. Impact sub. The perfect impact sub comes on. Gets a header goal straight away. Going into the last 10 minutes of this match, you've got to keep it going here. Got to just keep strong. We have 5 goals, though. It is a 5-1 lead. I'm not too happy about not keeping the clean sheet, but we aren't doing too bad there whatsoever. So, Fox, you need to get it up the wing here, mate. Lee to Borna. Yeets it across to Murphy. Murphy to Adebayo. Whacks it in. It's a bit scrappy in the box, but Harris gets on it. Can't quite complete his hat-trick there. From the corner, Harris whacks it in. Can we get a 6th? Forestieri plays it to Borna on the edge of the box. We're just dinking it about, but that is poor, and it gets collected. Coming up to the last 5 minutes of the match, we've had 23 shots and 11 on target, so we've not had a bad match of this. Kieran Lee whacks it into the box, but they could break here, but Borna comes through, sweeps it up because they, to be honest, weren't that good in possession there. Reach has got it on the outside of the box. Adebayo, this is weird, I should be a commentator. Martin Tyler, eat your heart out. But Reach whacks it in. Desmet is on the attack again. Can he punish us again? Arts. That's a very creative name. Arts was attacking. Arts did not get very far. He wasn't very creative. Arts. Right, okay. It's full time. The final whistle's blown at 5-1. Apparently we were very similar, so I've clearly done something quite well. For a pre-season match, that was good. I'm pleased. They're all extremely delighted. Wonderful. Okay, so 6 to 8 days. That's not as bad as it could be. I'm hoping Longstaff actually comes in. That would be decent, because we've obviously gone out for Longstaff. We've put the loan offer in. Will he join? I don't want a director of football. We do. Oh, we don't have a scout, do we? No, we're waiting for the... We'll send some players out on their licenses, help them out a bit more, improve the quality. They really want me to replace Nicky Weaver. I don't want to replace Nicky Weaver. I've got good memories of him in a Wednesday shirt. Got to keep going in pre-season. Scout the freeze. Rhian Brewster. Oh, he's gone to QPR. He's gone to QPR. God damn it. Aaron's League One level. Not good enough, unfortunately. Pantilimon is also not good enough. League One level. Elliott's League One level. They weren't very good scout reports coming back. Will Greggs, is that the new brand? Are they sponsored by Greggs? So, yeah. I had a vegan sausage roll the other day, boys and girls. It was not as terrible as I was expecting. Like, it tasted like a sausage roll, but it wasn't warm, which might have, like, hurt my feelings on it a little bit more. But it wasn't bad. Will Griggs. I need to pay attention. 1.1 million. I'm not holding out hope that he's any good. Lazar. God. Lazar. He's on loan as well. Oh, and he's only worth... I'm going to leave him. I don't think he's even worth looking at anymore, unfortunately. He was decent in, like, the 2 matches he played for us in real life. Okay, so Bristol's the first match. Bristol City. I can't forget Bristol City. Yeah, let's just use their suggested squad because we do need some match fitness there. It's a shame you can't sim the matches because you can sim them on Football Manager Touch. Can you pay his wages? Oh, there's only $8.50. Oh, actually. At least pay 50% of his wages. We need some help here, boys. Lincoln. Fine. We're building a partnership there. Handle briefing. Oh, there's a partnership between Bannon and Lee already. I don't really want to work on that though because Lee's not great on this game. Opposition instructions. Just mark him. Press him and the wings. And weak foot the wings as well. Okay. Right. Let's carry on. Get Jack Hunt back. I mean, Jack Hunt was a lad. Did he make my team of the decade? I can't even remember what I put in that team of the decade. Atty, you've not been training well. You dick. Right, okay, so let's have a look at some more of your suggestions. Will Buckley. He's not good. He's not good. Michael Hector. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice thought, isn't it? But he's at Fulham now. He's not someone we really need. I'll have a look at Jack Hunt, but I don't think it's happening, to be honest. We'll scout him. Valued at 5 million, we got robbed. Yes, go to Crew. Yes! Matty Longstaff, our first player that we can bring in on loan. That is a decent signing. Very happy with that. We'll actually bring him in and use him because he could fit quite well into this side, especially when we've got injuries. Yes, he's a good rating for us as well, which is perfect. Because if we go up, we might sign him if he does well. Let's put... I'm actually going to put him in for Kieran Lee because I want to train him up. Make him fit. Why is Jones even on there? Jones, you don't even go here, mate. Kieran Lee, there we go. Right, another match with the reserves pretty much. Apart from Murphy's gone on that side, Bannon's still... This is weird. We haven't got a massive squad, to be honest. I'll look at more of your suggestions in a little while, guys. I think, Callum, you're right. Releasing Lee at the end of the season would be a good shout. We'll keep him as backup for this season because we kind of need him, but I don't think he's a long-term one. But yeah, you don't have to comment your suggestions just now, guys, because obviously I've got this game and they might get lost in the chat. Feel free to talk about other stuff. Sheffield versus Sheffield Wednesday. So all you Premier League fans, when you're talking about the other team from Sheffield and you just refer to them as Sheffield, this is why it's annoying. There's an actual team called Sheffield. And it's not like you'd go Manchester, is it? His wages are I think they are about 20 odd grand a week, but if I release him, we're in a situation of I've got to pay him off anyway, so it's not really helping me. Because the board will just be like, well, no, it's not freeing up your wage budget because we've got to pay this compo, so it is worth just letting him go and bringing somebody else in. I don't know how this squad are going to even attack because it's such... Oh, we've got a penalty, apparently. Is it going to VAR at Sheffield FC's ground? I watched Sheffield FC play, was it Inter Milan once for their, a special anniversary of it. Sam Winnell slots home the penalty, obviously. What do you mean, would I ever do live streams on Wednesday? What sort of live streams? Oh God, Winnell, are you trying to go for that place in the side? 2 goals within 10 minutes. Hang on, do that again. I want to watch that again. My cursor got in the way. So Bannon, oh, he's offside. Is he? Apparently, we just got away with one. Right, I know I was thinking of doing watch-alongs, but obviously I wouldn't be able to show any footage of Wednesday, so I wouldn't be able to show the match or anything, but I was thinking of maybe doing some watch-alongs for big matches. It would mean not going, which would be quite annoying. As Murphy bags a third for us, we're absolutely dominating him. Pre-season, we're just going, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to blast through these because we are already smashing this, so just go. And we'll just watch the highlights. Because I do want to just go through this. Got plenty to be doing. And we are doing quite well. I'll take this tomorrow. I'll take a is it tomorrow we play? I'm losing track of my days here. It's not even tomorrow, is it? It's Friday. I'll take a 3-0 win at QPR. Because QPR is one of those annoying draws to go out of the cup on. Because it's like, we could beat these, but we're going to lose. Sam Winnell's got a hat-trick within 35 minutes. Sam Winnell, absolute lad. Doing quite well there. I might just take him off. 9.4 rating. He's becoming an absolute beast. Winnell is at it again. And then Reach goes up with a follow-up. Winnell's literally put in a pretty strong start for me to start him over Fletcher. We'll see what happens. Adebayo cuts through, smashed it at Baldwin. Of course Sam Hutchinson's been booked. Is it even a match if Sam Hutchinson's not been booked? That's kind of the whole point of Sam Hutchinson. He gets booked. They could do us on the counter here. Dawson saves it. Decent save from Dawson there. They've got a corner just before the first half. Can they get a goal back? They are 4-0 down. But no, Longstaff clears up there, reaches on it. They've had one shot on target, and that was it just before the half-time whistle. Are we going into half-time 4-0? It's looking like it. Thornley has picked up a yellow, though. Is he playing at left-back right now? He is. Absolutely dominant half, that. Can't really complain at that. Go out and smash it, boys. I mean, I might bring Hutchinson off at some point. I'll just keep an eye on the stamina. Sam Winnall's just got a 4th goal. Decent. George Hurst is at Leicester now. We're apparently investigating into it because there's a bit of compo that might be due our way because the dodgy way they did it. I've heard it was quite a dodgy way they actually got that down the line because they took him abroad, didn't they, first, and made it look like it's not a direct transfer, so they didn't have to pay for him. Can't really do that. Well, you can, but it's the same as us selling our ground. You can do it, but is it dodgy? Sam Winnall's just scored a 5th goal. A 5th goal. He's on fire. I have to put him out in a second. Right, I'm going to make some subs. I don't want any injuries. After he's got 63. He's doing amazingly. I don't even want to take him off. See what he can do. No, I'm gonna bring him off. He scored 5 goals, but I'm bringing him off. Got to bring the other lads in, get some fitness, get some warmth in the legs. Let's put let's bring Dean Harris on as well. I do occasionally chat the Championship stuff. I also have my Twitter DMs open. I don't check them enough, to be fair. So if there's any stories that people want to come in, I talk about Wednesday quite a lot. And if there's a big issue, I'll always talk about Wednesday in a video. Well, I will now. I'm back anyway. But I'm not... The Championship used to be weekly, but now it's a case of the Championship has that lull where it's like, I don't want to just make a video for the sake of making a video. I want to make it if I feel like, oh, I can make a really good video on the Championship this week, or this has been an awesome week, or something like that, or a big Wednesday story is happening that I feel like I can offer something to, which is why I thought if I'm live streaming a little bit more, I'm a little bit more active, then I'm doing different type of content. New gets the 7th goal for Wednesday. We're smashing it away from home. This will not happen when we start the Championship, I'm sure, but I have set this team up to be this. I've set them up to be an attacking side, which is exactly what I want to see from them. Then again, I don't think I've ever had a 7-0 win on Football Manager before, ever. So you can tell I've been playing it a little bit, and I know how to set up a Wednesday side because I've done my own career on Wednesday. I know what these players do well at. That was our B team. Our B team. Our A team won't do that well. Right. Amazing. Well done. 7-0. Great. 23 shots. 7-0. It depends which Twitter you're talking about. Because my Twitter with... my channel's Twitter... I react to stuff live. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being reactionary. I'm very much a reactionary kind of guy, so it's one of those. I'd rather talk about what's going on in the club if something happens, because there's no point in me making a massive video on everything. If it's something like... I would say go follow my Twitter at DexterityBots, because that's the one that, with Wednesday-related stuff and things like that, I will talk about small things that I wouldn't make a video on, so definitely go and follow me there. It's where I announce things that are happening as well. Let's actually have a look at this side then. So I want to change the side back around, put Westwood back in net. Adebayo can stay at right back. Tom Lees did well. He was solid, but we are going to put Iorfa in there. I do want to sort out a partnership. Borna back in. Thornley did well there, but Morgan Fox we can try. Longstaff can stay there because I want to build him up. Just put in Murphy for reach, and then Kadeem Harris on the left. See you later, Jack, was it? I think that's Jack. See you later, Jack. Have a good one. And then we'll put Fletcher there, but Winnall is making a case to be that number 1 starter there. Okay, I'm happy with that for going forward. So, yeah, see you later, Jack. Have a good one. Let's have a look at Cresswell then. We can definitely have a look at that. Who did you say? Do you mean Aaron Cresswell? We can scout. Don't know if they'll give him. Okay, is that it? They're just sitting there doing nothing. It's this weird pre-season time. Not a lot goes off. I want to actually play a big pitch. We'll just keep it as it is. It's a good pitch for us playing attacking football. Sam Winnell's been absolutely amazing there. What are these teams we're playing in pre-season? It's absolutely ridiculous. Hey, what? I didn't think I had to pay it all up front. Oh no, sod that. I thought it was a 130. What? Yeah, I didn't think we were paying it all up front though. So like 1.3 million required to be deducted from the wage budget. Yes, 130k a week is fine, but I want to pay it weekly, not in one. That's weird. I've not seen that. Yeah, I have seen that Adebayo has been told he can leave, which is it is sad actually, because don't get me wrong, his defensive decisions sometimes do make me scratch my head, and I'm like, what are you doing? But I think he could do. I think he needs a chance, to be honest. I don't think we should get rid of him. I think he's better than some of the fullbacks we've had, but I don't know. You got to back the current manager, I guess. Sunderland have made an offer for 800,000 for Nuhiu. He's valued at £2.3 million. 2.3 million pounds. I'm trying to think of the reactionary stuff you're mentioning. I don't know if you're just mentioning the stuff that I'm like... Because I stand by most of the stuff I say. So if I say, like... If I'm against something on Twitter, it's my opinion, usually. And it will be a frustration. Oh, I know what you mean. You mean in the match when I'm like, this is terrible. And I usually use a bit more colourful language in this and stuff like that. Yeah, I will. I very much will do that. But I'm a fan like anybody else in that respect. I don't believe in this whole, let's be fake. What's the point? You know, what's the point in being fake about stuff like that? We're into football. I'm talking about football. Everybody's got an opinion, so we might as well just give it and be one of those annoying people. So I want a little bit more money for him if he's worth that much. Will you give me $1 million for him? Because that'd help the wage budget. Cool. Potential value of 1.4 million. Yes, he says his value is 2.3 million. But not to me. I'll take it for that. Just give me the money. Free up the wage budget a little bit. Want to get rid of that. Yes. Not putting Tom Lees as that. It comes up with some weird position role change in there. It wants to change the coaches around a little bit, as I'll do all that now. Right, let's talk Bellingham. Or I'll tell you what, I'll walk from your suggestions there. I'll look at Byram. Because I've heard of Sam Byram, obviously. But I don't know if it's clearly not... Is it spelt right? I literally just wrote that, mate. And it didn't come up when I wrote it, but okay. Handle briefing. Would I take Lazar? No, because of his injuries. Would I take Aarons? Yes, for another option. We need more attacking options to come off the bench. Yeah, I think Westwood is off, to be honest, if we don't start playing him, because we can't do what we did to him last season, which is what's currently happening. So he needs to get some game time because it's only fair to him. Okay, they don't care about me talking here, clearly. They're just like, just play the match. This is the players. They just reacted nothing. They just shut their mouths. Right, press everyone. I didn't mean to click press on him. Let's just tackle him a lot. We're going to pick up a lot of yellow cards in this team. I'm going to play a very physical style of football, but it's the best thing to do with this. This is kind of my setup on Football Manager, what I go with. Let's give it a go. Where have you heard that from, Leighton? Have you heard they've actually fallen out? Because I don't think they've fallen out as such. I just think Kadeem, he might not be decent in certain situations. Kadeem has featured a lot for us. So maybe Monk just wants to try some different things out. You do remember, though, Callum, that he said with the Westwood situation, I know you're saying there he hasn't been frozen out. It's the shoulder injury. Yes, that's a part of it, but Gary Monk did say in his press conference that even if he was fit, he wouldn't be playing. He'd still have picked Dawson in that certain situation, and maybe that wouldn't be the course over the term, and that he'd have put Westwood back in. But it'll be interesting to see if he comes back in now he is fully fit. Now he says he's available. I guess the proof's in the pudding if he does come back in. I'd like to see him back in. I think we need that leadership from him. I rate Dawson, but I just don't think... and this is a unpopular opinion, I don't think he's ready yet. And it's hard because we want him to sign that new contract, being homegrown, that sort of thing, but I don't know. I just feel like we still need someone that can command a back line. He is getting better at that, though, in fairness to him. Right, let's just go through this match again. Pre-season, I don't know the weird matchups it's got me going against. We'll carry on chatting Wednesday while it's going through this, and I'll just keep an eye on the match. I agree, Kadeem does need a rest. He has played, and he does run a lot. He runs so much in matches. He does a lot for the team. He is kind of like one of our only creative outlets when stuff really gets going, so we definitely needed him. And he does take on a lot of the work there. Right, let's have a look at that question. If you would rather get Michael Hector or Jacob Murphy and a long-term deal, do you mean on a long-term deal? I'd say I'd obviously want Michael Hector, but then again, we've got Borna now. Jacob Murphy hasn't done enough for us for me to say I'd want him on a long-term sort of deal, whereas Michael Hector was a beast for us. I actually thought he had more... I was a bit more cynical on him than most Wednesday fans. I really liked him, but a lot of people were saying he was like the Messiah. Also, we're 2-0 up, by the way. But he was saying that... They were saying that, oh, he was perfect sort of thing. He was the kind of defender we needed. I agreed in an extent he's a very good defender, but I thought he had too much of a mistake in him for me. Borna makes me feel a lot more comfortable with him at the back. He's just a machine. But yeah, Kadeem could be playing a little bit better at the minute. Our whole team, though, we've just got whacked 5-0, guys, you know? Yes, there was a dodgy red card in there. It should have been a lot better, but 5-0 just... Well, it's... Even down to 10 men, you don't get done 5-0 at home by Blackburn. 9 shots, 3 on target, 2-0. Eeyore for goals and Fletcher with another one. That's not bad. Don't want them going complacent, though, so just keep going. We're not doing too bad in this pre-season. It'll all be... Basically, the proof will be in the pudding when the season properly kicks off and we have to get going. Longstaff seems to be holding his own well within this side. We just got to make sure we keep defending through this half. Their keeper's risking it there. We could just press him. I will bring Winnell on in a little while as well, give him a go. Westwood with good hands there. They have had a couple of shots, but Westwood's kept him. They haven't had too many. We have got very tight players there, actually. I need to start thinking about these. On the 60th minute, I'll start taking them off because I don't want any injuries. We really don't want that now, especially long term. Right, let's make some changes. So, Forestieri is absolutely shattered. So, what could I do here? Right. I could bring on Reach instead in that position. We'll bring Reach on there. Adebayo's also shattered, so let's bring on... Is he right back at the minute? Yes, he is. So, have I got another right back? Because Palmer's injured. Don't have a natural right back, so I'm going to move Morgan Fox to the right, which is not great, and put Thornley on at the left. I don't really want to do that, but it's pre-season. We don't have to worry too much. Cool. Borna and Hector at the back. Yeah, actually, that could really work. That'd have been great. It would be great to see them two together. I don't know if... Yeah, because I was going to say they both no nonsense. No, Julian Borner's no nonsense. Hector's got more of Iorfa's style. Iorfa, I'm sorry I say Iorfa, it's habit for some reason, but Iorfa is one of those centre-backs that I actually didn't expect him to come on like this. I don't think any of us expected him to slot into centre-back so well, so we have lucked out in that respect that we've got the centre-back, and then don't forget our captain's around as well. I know Tom Lees has been, a lot of people think he's been on the decline, but he was quality for us for a long time. Can we get another goal? I'd like to be 3-0 up, to be honest, going into the last 10 minutes. We've been attacking, we've had to make those changes. And Harris, talking about Harris in real life, but Harris in the game there, gets on the end of a cross. Is it Murphy that whacks the cross in there? It is. And Harris gets his head on the end of it. A nice little 3-0 win to end that match there. We're going to just see it out there, hopefully not concede. I don't know why Bates is still with us either. I've looked at, did he pick up an injury or something? Because why would we loan him in otherwise? I don't even use him in this game. There's no point. Right, very happy with the result. We're doing all right in pre-season. Things are going on. Let's carry on. Stock. I've got so many friendlies. Mate, why? Right. Yeah, just take the young players. Get them game time. We really need that. We need some youth development. So, Chris Tigg. No, we don't really need him with Longstaff now. Montans, no. Fallin. Was he a free signing that's now not a free signing? Unfortunately, yeah, that's what happens when you have to wait for the loans, the scout reports to come back sometimes, unfortunately. It's just a fact of what can happen. James Garner, he could be one that we could have a look at. He's at Sky Bet League 1 level, but maybe he could be a little bit better than that. We wouldn't know until we've properly got him in. Stockley is not someone we're going for. I'm just reading your comments, guys. 2 seconds. So we're looking at, comments about Iorfa. I don't know. We're not Prem quality at the minute, though. Let's be honest. You might say he's not Prem quality, but we're not Prem quality as it currently stands. Dwight Gale would be an amazing signing for us. He would be someone we needed, but we've got to be so careful with financial fair play. I'm sick of financial fair play. It's something that's just literally come in to stop with It's designed to keep clubs with actual money in the EFL by going, oh, you wouldn't actually affect this club negatively because you could bankroll it. Chansiri could bankroll Wednesday until the cows came home. It's just the financial fair play won't let him do it. Yet they can get around it with parachute payments counting as income, so they can't make a loss. So the Premier League clubs can come down, have all that money, and that's fair. Now I don't really agree with that, to be honest. I just think it's a load of crap. Right, so more scout options have come in. Well, we had an option come in, and we've lost the best one. So can I just view the applicants again? Oh yeah, okay. So it's the worse than last time. Okay, so clearly that guy got a job. Now let's just keep it going. We can do better than that. I'll try and get us through these pre-season matches before we end the stream today, because obviously we've got half an hour left to chat and do all this. What's Hull's offer? 1.4 million. I'm not contributing to his wages, though. The Sunderland offer. Oh, yeah, but then is there a wage contribution there? Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, I'll take the Hull offer because it's more money now and it's off. Yeah, go for it. FIFA's ratings for us, they've never been great, but this season it's just trying to... I've got the Jordan Rhodes in form, though, on Ultimate Team. I bought that. I didn't pack it, but I saw it, and it was like 10k coins or 11k or something, and I was like, I'll have that. And he's decent. Oh, apparently this Garner now is championship level. Would they loan him out? He's a playmaker, so he could be someone decent for us. Let's have a look. You want me to pay his full 10 grand a week? I'll give you 50% of it, but Jesus, that's ridiculous. Stop giving 18-year-olds 10 grand a week. Right. Do I have to register Paul Jones when I don't really want to use him? I guess I will, just in case we have an absolute crisis at the back there and we need more quality. Because he's not going to have much quality, let's be honest. Right, tactics. We're going to go for we're going to add another tactic. I'm going to do a very defensive match. So if we're ever up against it, or do I do a direct counter attack? Yeah, we're going to do a counter attack. And that's going to drop players further back, so it's kind of a long ball situation. We're going to practice that for the next match, so let's put Harris there, Murphy there. So same players. We're just going to get familiar with this a little bit more. Forestieri is actually better in that role up front there, so we'll keep Forestieri up there. Ball winning midfielder, Longstaff. Or do I put Longstaff as... No, I tell you what, as the anchor, we'll put Hutchinson in. So for this next match, Hutchinson can play there. Then that'll work quite well. Get used to that for a week, because we need one for when we really come up against it. They're not going to agree with this. But let's just give some more position instructions as per. Just mark him. Oh, they're leaving us quite a bit of space, to be fair. This next match is completely going to be a trial of testing out this new formation. If I could sign any player on a loan from the Premier League, who would it be? Salah. He'd just make goals for us. Maybe Harry Kane if he was fit. If you didn't say realistic here, you said any player, and they would be the ones that would stand out for me. Dakaby, yeah, he would be a quality sign-in if we had the money. I don't even think he'd be that good, to be honest. We'll add him to the shortlist for the future. We'll see how he comes along. Well done, Sam. You've done really well in training. And Joey, you've been a very bad person. Get better. Would I sign a left back? I don't know. I don't know if we need fullbacks at the minute. In the game, maybe. Probably definitely need one. Who is realistic? Realistic signings in the Premier League that could come on loan to us. The sad thing is, the realism is like, if we could afford Wickham, that is our level at the minute, guys, with the money situation. That would be the extent of it. Well, I don't know how much money I've got. They still want the full 10 grand for him. I'm not really sitting on that kind of money. So, no thanks. Jack Lee's gone off to Lincoln. One of our youngsters going to get some playing experience. Don't really need to do anything about the numbers, so we can just confirm them. Apparently, Westwood's available for selection tomorrow. So I keep thinking it's Thursday. It's not Thursday. He's available for selection against QPR, so we'll see what happens there. Would we play him in the cup? Would we cup tie him? Be interesting. We're leaving a massive gap here, so we could get done, but we'll see what happens. I think throwing Westwood in the cup tying him would definitely be a thing. The Connor Wickham loan, apparently, what I read and from sources has been, what they've been mainly saying is we've not wanted to pay enough of his wages. They've been willing to let him go, but our offer was a bit low. So that's just the Wednesday way at the minute, aren't we? We're trying to keep financially stable, so we've said, oh no, you can loan him out, but we're not going to pay this, and that's not another. All it takes is another team to come in and go, oh, we'll pay his wages, and we're out of that. It's not the best way to do it, really. I'm hoping we can get a win against Stockbridge. Kadeem Harris gets a goal, so even though we're going for this cautious formation here, we're trying it out in a match which I've not done before. We want to get those tactics up there. We are giving another style a go, and it appears to be working so far. We've got to see if we can keep it out. We're not against, obviously, top quality opposition here. But the thing about Football Manager, there will be matches in the season where we have injuries. We have to go up with different styles, different tactics, and we've just got to give it a go. Forestieri, how does he miss that? That is absolutely shocking there. Head over the bar from the corner. But we are on top in these first 15 minutes with a goal and 4 shots on target. So we are running them ragged for now. We've just got to keep going. Bannon. Oh, look at that from Barry Bannon. We're going to have to watch the replay of that. He lines up for the free kick, hits it with his left foot, curls it round the keeper. That is why Barry Bannon is on free kicks. That is decent. I don't think realistically anyone from La Liga would be an option in a Wednesday side at the minute because there'd be too much in terms of fees. So that's a nice idea, but I don't think anything realistic could happen from La Liga, to be honest. Wouldn't really make sense in the current climate for Wednesday. Okay, come on. I want 3. I want 3 before half time. Can we push it? We've had 12 shots. Only 5 on target, though. Need to be a little bit more clinical. That's Wednesday all over, though, isn't it? Shots, shots, shots. And then no end product. 14 shots on target. I keep thinking shots on target. I'm reading them wrong. 14 shots, 7 of them on target. Can do a little bit better out there. Don't get complacent, boys. Stop getting stressed. Sort it out, centre-backs. Do I know anything about the new... Oh, yeah, Wednesday have signed a Argentine I know nothing about. That's why I didn't make a video on it. I was like, who this guy? He's apparently decent. I've seen a highlight reel of him. Forestieri gets a goal for us there. I've seen a highlight of him. He looks decent on the ball. He's signed for our under-23s. Maybe he's got a chance around the first time, but the answer is no, I don't really know much about him, which is why I didn't make a video on that. 61 minutes gone, 3-0 up. That's what we want. This formation and sort of tactical setup seems to be working. We did want a good second tactical setup for when we go into the season, because there's a lot that could go on here. We will make a substitution in a second. Let's see who we can bring on. Let's bring Sam Wynn along, because it's only fair. Let's just make some wholesale changes. We need to really bring Kieran Leon. I don't have wingers. That is the issue at the minute. Right, if Murphy's uninterested, we'll take him off. We'll also take Morgan Fox off if he's going to carry on like that. Yeah, that'll work. Do you think we'll make any more signings? Yeah, I think we have to. I think if we're going to make this squad actually fight for their places, Winner's got a knock. If we're going to make people fight for their places, we definitely need to sort that out, as Harris gets a 4th goal for us. So even though Winner's got a knock, we are definitely away in this game. 22 shots as well. 10 on target, though. We're not getting any more clinical. We need to get a bit more clinical with that. But we are bossing the game. That is what I want from pre-season. That we've done very well in this pre-season. So we're actually getting closer to where we need to be. I think I just said what that manager said there. So Wednesday stroll to success. I hope that's the case when the season properly kicks off, which it will be very shortly. We've got... Oh, so Nikita's there, but he's doing well at Leeds, so we can't bring him in, unfortunately. Hello again, Jack. Okay, so Nuyu is going to Hull, and we'll get 700k to our to our budget. Goodbye, Nuyu. Goodbye, Nuyu. You've been a fantastic servant to the club. Because he has. He has been a very, very good servant to the club, but we need some money. Got him off the wage bill, and we got 700k towards our budget for it. So we can definitely have a look at some players. Let's see if any more players have come up for loan, because that might happen. Sometimes they do eventually come back up for loan. So, just any. Success! Isaac Success. Actually, if we can get him on loan, I'm just going to do it, because I know how good he is. I know how good he is. I've used him before on FIFA. We're going to try and bring him in. Oh, that's heavy wages. Let's try and pay 70%, because, mate, that's ridiculous. Junior Hoylett. Let's scout him. Ah, no, Lansbury wouldn't be what I wanted really there. I was thinking, can we bring in another option for Forestieri? Who do I think player of the season is so far? Bourne is making a good shout for it. Fletcher's doing quite well. I'd say it's between them two probably at the minute. No, I don't think we can go up. I think, well, yes, I think we can go up, but I don't think we will. I don't see enough in this squad. I don't see the consistency at the minute. I'd love to be eating my words, but we can. The thing is, this squad is so Jekyll and Hyde. The Wednesday squad at the minute. 1 week it's amazing. 1 week it gets absolutely battered. It can't be like that if we're actually going to push on and do well. Right. Let's move on to the next match. Gonna change the tactics up again. Don't want Hutchinson in there, obviously. Put Fletcher back in. Cool. Have we got anyone on the bench that needs to come back in? Palmer's getting closer to being fit. Other than a striker, who do I think we need to sign to go up? I think we could do with a striker and a winger. I don't think our defence is a problem, but I think it's striker and a winger. Let's handle the brief in here. So weak of foot. How many of you guys actually play Football Manager? Are you FIFA people, or do you actually dabble with Football Manager? Because I just think there's a lot more you can do on it now, and there's so much. I wish FIFA had the backside. I wish it had the back end that Football Manager does, because it would be amazing. They want full wages. I haven't got. The board won't let me pay that. But they might if I adjust my budget. Can I adjust my budget? Move some of that budget into the wages. Or have I not got enough with even that? Let's try 80%. Come on, boys. That's the thing. I agree with that, Kean. Our defence is getting better. It's getting stronger. They're getting used to it, which is why I'm so shocked that this team can go from being amazing one week to absolutely diabolical and get ripped apart next. Football Manager isn't free, Leighton. Football Manager did cost as much as FIFA, but now it's you can find it for about 25 quid in. If you're in the UK, I found it in game. I actually picked it up at Christmas for that, so it's definitely worth having a look and going for that. It's well worth the money over FIFA. Okay, go. We're playing Lockeren. I think we're coming up towards the end of pre-season. We're getting there now. Left wing or right wing, it doesn't really matter. We need a winger. We need a winger that can play either wing. I think that's actually the versatility is what we need there, because we've got people who prefer their wings. We could do with a winger that goes, I'll play on either wing, and is comfortable playing on either wing, because we need that option of bringing someone off the bench who can go on either wing or have them starting. And Julian Borner gets the goal there, absolutely great from the start there. We need a winger in real life that can kick on and actually get us the goals that we need. 15 minutes gone. It's all Wednesday by the looks of it. Borner gets an unexpected goal for us. That's what you want to see from your centre-backs. Iorfa runs up with the ball. Forestieri to Bannon. Harris. Oh, look at this passing about here. Absolutely great up until the finish. We're still dominating the game there, so we're not doing too bad there. Kadeem Harris seems to be losing his conditioning quite quick, though, as you can see down here. 77%. He's declining quicker than most of the players. I couldn't give you any names for a winger right now. No, I haven't really thought about wingers as much. I've been thinking about striking options for us. I'd possibly... I mean, it's probably a bit late now for me to go, who should we sign? Because that video's probably set sail. But there's definitely a need for pace. There's need for we need someone who does what Kadeem Harris does, but isn't as precious about where they play. Because the one thing I've heard about Harris is he's really precious about where he plays on the pitch, which isn't great. We also need to work harder. Because this match, we've only got one, which could easily come back to bite us in the arse. I don't use the App Store. I bought mine from Game, and you can also get it on Steam. I don't use the App Store. I'm pretty sure you can probably get it on the App Store as well, but I wouldn't want to guide you towards a purchase. I'm not sponsored by Football Manager, but if you like the way it looks, it is... I've set it up on the back end, and I know what I'm doing with this, but it is quite difficult if you are used to FIFA. Do know that this game is very frustrating if you don't know much about tactics, because it's pretty much all the nerdy stuff of football. It is being a manager, but I would say, yeah, you can get it from Steam, Game, things like that if you're into it. Just make sure you've got something that can run it. You need a lot of space because it's got a lot of leagues and things like that. If you're going to play with a lot of leagues in the game and you want to manage a lot of different teams, you definitely need to make sure you're set up for that, because it's not just plug and play like FIFA is. That's the good thing about FIFA. It's like Football Manager Lite, and you can play, and that's the great thing. Football Manager, you just sit here and watch, and you make the changes. You are a manager. It's pretty self-explanatory. Right, Sam Winnell can go up front. Let's bring Reach on for Harris. Let's just do that for now. That'll do. Is it Wigan after QPR? I've not even been paying attention. I've had a really busy couple of weeks. If it is, that could be a little good string of results. Get a QPR win. Get a Wigan win. Get a decent... We could even keep a cup run going. It's just... It all bases on how we do it there. And Adam Reach comes on and gets a goal straight away, by the way. Didn't mention that. But yes, that is what we want. We want to be 2-0 winning there. Let's put... who should we bring on? Bring Hutchinson on so we can get a red. No, Barry Bannon is getting tired, and he's not got much match sharpness, so we'll bring Kieran Lee on for him. If it's £9, I'd be very careful. Don't do it. I would say I wouldn't want to say it's the right one because that doesn't sound right. I wouldn't pull the trigger on it. I'd do a bit more research, buddy. I don't want you spending your money and it being a bad purchase for you. So have a proper look. There's two versions of Football Manager. There's Football Manager Full here, which is the full Football Manager. It's this. Hang on. So it's this. It comes in a case. I bought it from Game. In there, you get a code and a disc, so you can go and activate it in Steam. This comes with football. Oh, who's injured? Fox! For God's sake! It's not an injury I want. I guess Thornley's going to be our left back for the first few matches. We've got, so with Football Manager, you get the full Football Manager version and you get the touch version. The touch version is the one that's available on things like an iPad. It's available on handheld devices. It's available on Switch and stuff like that. But you will need a full computer to play the full version, which is the one I'm playing because it's quite big and it's basically a proper game with a big file size and needs a proper computer to run it and things like that. I reckon we can do a lot better than that though. That match there, that wasn't too great. I've confused and demotivated them. Good. I want you to be confused. I want you to not have an idea of who I am. I want to put a little bit of fear into the squad. I'm not always just going to praise you. Might have been a 2-0 win, but we could have done better. Right, Fox is out, which is not great. We need to be doing better. We need to have players that aren't injured. Right, so. Depends what laptop, buddy. More of a modern laptop, yes, it would. But just do yourself a favour. Have a look at Google Football Manager 2020 and have a look at the actual specs and everything like that. Make sure all yours line up, because I wouldn't want you getting something that you can't really use. So make sure you definitely have a look into it. I would always recommend Football Manager. It's a great game, but make sure you can run it first and make sure it's the kind of game that you want to play. Chromebooks, be careful because they are not designed for gaming. As I just said, can't really advise you much more on that because I don't know your exact situation. But have a look at what Google says. Google will be your friend on that one. But if you're looking for a game that's a bit more technical than FIFA, I would recommend Football Manager. It's definitely a decent one. I'm going to try and bring in Success before we end today because I want him in the squad. Now, apparently I can't make it. What if I made you an offer and gave you like £20,000 a week as well? Let's try that. Because Success is a great player. Normal bonuses. Palmer's back to full training. That's what we needed with Fox out. Hudgill. Okay. Decent. We'll add him to the shortlist. Connor Wickham, Sky Bet League 1 level. 60 grand a week. I'm afraid, guys, Wickham is not on the cards. Glenn Murray. Jesus. Leading Sky Bet Championship signing. Okay. Currently, they don't want to get rid of him, so we're not going to go in for him. Scouting meeting again. Don't want any League 2 levels. Right. Twanzebe. Will they loan him? I doubt it if he's already at a Premier League level. No. They're not willing to loan him out, unfortunately. So we will add him to the shortlist and keep going. Darren Fletcher. Sky Bet Championship level. Would he be a good option? I'll add him to the shortlist, guys. Let me know in the chat and if you're watching this later on. I'll tell you what, I'll leave this in the later on comments. So after this video's finished, if you think I should sign Darren Fletcher, let me know in the comments. So not in the live chat currently. Wait till this video's gone up, and then there'll be a comment section. Can my Adobe not update, please? Thank you. Go into the comment section and let me know about Darren Fletcher. I will leave that one up for the people that catch this stream a little bit later. Let's have a look for some other players. Just scout them as well, because we want to be having a look. The mobile version's alright. I wouldn't use it on your laptop. If you can't run it properly, the full version, I wouldn't really give it a good go, to be honest, guys. I think you want the full version of Football, because it's a lot different to what I'm doing here. I had it on my Nintendo Switch. I had Football Manager Touch. It's a very dumbed down version of it. It's still good. It's just it's not got any of the training. It's not got the staff size. You can't have as many leagues. It's not got as much in-depth stuff. I think you can still go down to like the National League and things like that in Britain, which is decent, but you can't do too much more than that. But guys, that is where we are going to end that first stream within Dexterity Box's sort of live streaming, well, the new era of live streaming history anyway. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you very much for being part of the first stream. If you're catching this a little bit later on, every Wednesday night for a little while, we'll see how it goes. We're going to be streaming here on the channel the Football Manager series for now, chatting about football, things like that. I'm also considering maybe starting a... You see, I feel like this is such a football channel now. I need to talk about football on it, but I love gaming, and gaming used to be a big part of that. So I don't know whether to stream games that aren't football related and make it into a gaming channel and a football channel, or just keep it about football. I guess I'll let you guys decide that in the comments and things like that, and have a think about it myself. I might put some more games. It started out as a gaming channel, this, and then I started talking about football and never really stopped. But anyway, that's all my thoughts. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Please like, guys, and obviously subscribe if you're new here. It massively helps the channel out if you just give the video a like. Helps it find more people. Gets a bit more of a chat going, so on the stream days we can definitely have more people talking in the chat. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.